Rated M for mature.
Zombies aren't all just shuffling, bumbling idiots, and this lot prove it. Here are 5 Zombie Army 4 Dead War enemies that prove we should still be very afraid of the undead. From George A. Romero to Edgar Wright, the great filmmakers are in agreement. Zombies are pretty thick. Yeah, they'll kill you, sure, but only by virtue of their sheer numbers, or if you go off on your own and do something stupid. Their arsenal amounts to putting both arms out in front of them and hoping meat appears between their hands. And they're not exactly Sun Tzu when it comes to hunting their prey. Except, scrap all that, because this lot in Zombie Army 4 Dead War are absolutely switched on. They'll outsmart you, outmuscle you, and make that lot in Dawn of the Dead look like a load of, well, dead weight. Let's get to it.
I'm a machine.
You know what's really clever about suicider zombies? It's the way they turn up at the exact precise moment when you least want there to be any suicider zombies. It's certainly not their method of attack, although, to be honest, it doesn't look like they have much choice in the matter, but running headlong at someone with a bomb isn't the stuff of Mensa candidates. It's all about timing then. You'll hear suiciders before you see them, which means drop everything and look for their glowing bombs hurtling towards you. It's a total dynamic shift. They probably walk along behind you through a level for ages, watching how much ammo you've got and how confident you're feeling before they pop out a match, let out a sigh, and pretend a suicide general sent them. Bonus points for those horrible screams too. Definitely enough to make you fluff your lines and do something silly instead of just shooting them out of harm's way. Like the suiciders, zombie sharks don't exhibit their above average smarts via their means of attack. At the end of the day, they're just writhing about and eating people, aren't they? Which is probably what an alive shark would do if you put it here too. No, zombie sharks know about the element of surprise. I mean, who ever heard of a zombie shark? You see it hanging lifelessly upside down and you go, right, cool. Dead shark there then, no worries there. And then this happens. In truth, they're probably more of an ally in the Dead War than an enemy, but only because of the way the electricity courses through their cadaverous vessel when you set off the trap they're hooked up to. They're a completely unique hazard in this or any other game. And for that, we give them a very cautious salute from out of harm's, well, tooth's way. Snipers are always a stop and cower on the floor moment in any game, aren't they? Yeah, except in just any game, those snipers can't also fly. Dead War snipers are a complete subversion of what we expect from a traditional zombie. Not only are they extremely fast moving, but their attack range is super long, way longer than the immediate vicinity in front of their arms. And they're often so absurdly accurate with those scoped rifles that their effective range is actually longer than yours. They're the anti-zombie in many ways, which is why they're letting the whole team down by still fighting on the side of the undead.
Lucky shot.
I don't know about you, but it's the butcher zombies that really make me panic. You could throw 100 standard issue Walking Dead my way, have a few snipers join them, a flamethrower or two, some creepers, whatever, I'd handle it. But there's something about the size of these guys that makes it seem like they've just got health for days, and that shooting them is basically like tickling them. Not only have butcher zombies apparently learned how to prepare cuts of meat, although that's not depicted in detail in Zombie Army 4, they've also become very proficient at doing balletic moves with this horrible electric saw, which is, well, above and beyond what your average Joe shambling corpse can manage. In the end, a load of bullets will do the trick. But you really have to keep an eye on the space around you in a manner not required by the other specials in the game. They're just so nimble. And here it is, the master of making you squeak like a young child and go running off to hide somewhere in Zombie Army 4, the Screamer. Have you ever wondered what a screamer does when you're not around? They always seem to be walking around a bit distracted, like someone who's dropped their phone at a festival and knows in their heart of hearts it's gone forever, or sitting in a plastic pint glass full of urine but they're looking for it anyway. And then they hear you, and oh my word, you'll recognise them from the main menu, of course, where they show off their repertoire of unsettling twitches before lodging themselves firmly in your nightmare bank. The best way to deal with them is sneaking past them, obviously, and that sounds easy, but so much of the game is about stomping and making loads of noise that you really have to concentrate in these moments. Plus, since there are other enemies around who really don't care whether you're being stealthy or not, and in fact thrive on you not pulling the trigger, it's a real conundrum. Well played, Screamer.
Screamers here. Don't make a sound.
Well, those are the zombies that force me to think, change up my strategy, and generally show up the stereotypical movie undead. Leave a comment with your own most feared matchups and your best strategies for dealing with them, and don't forget to subscribe to Rebellion and turn on the notification bell for more videos from us every week. See you in the next one. Sweet dreams.